It happens at night. The city lights are on, and suddenly a CEO's phone lights up. A 26-year-old employee has died from extreme burnout. Within hours, the fallout hits. Social media explodes, company stock drops in after-hours trading, and the National Human Rights Commission steps in to investigate the environment you've built. Faced with this kind of pressure, many corporate leaders freeze. They stay silent or let their legal teams draft a statement that prioritizes liability protection over human empathy. Hiding behind lawyers rarely works. Instead, a strict 5-step crisis protocol provides a path to navigate the immediate aftermath, conduct a rigorous investigation, and rebuild your company culture. Prioritizing human lives over immediate legal defensiveness is the only way to prevent a single tragedy from permanently destroying a brand's ability to hire and retain talent. Step 1 starts immediately. The golden hour is the critical window right after the tragedy breaks to formulate a direct, non-defensive response. Your first mandatory action happens offline. The CEO must personally contact the grieving family. Do not delegate this to HR or send legal counsel in your place. When issuing a public statement, avoid the defensive tone on the left. The empathetic approach on the right acknowledges the tragedy and takes full responsibility. Over-legalizing an apology triggers social media outrage and invites deeper scrutiny from regulators. It makes the company look detached from the human cost of its own policies. Authentic accountability and a genuine apology limit long-term reputational damage more effectively than deflection. Step 2 is internal alignment. You cannot shape public perception while employees feel betrayed. Call an immediate all-hands meeting. Speak unscripted and directly validate the anger your team is feeling. Once you have addressed your team, move to Step 3, the investigation protocol. This is where you move past anecdotes and pull hard, quantitative data. This dashboard shows the data you need. You pull the deceased employee's records, email timestamps, manager performance reviews, and overtime hours, tracking exactly where the workload crossed into red warning zones. You must bring in external, independent culture auditors. An outside perspective ensures the investigation remains objective and identifies blind spots in your leadership. This internal rigor is necessary because the Ministry of Labor and Employment will conduct its own inquiry, looking for violations of labor standards. Transparent data collection and direct communication stop mass attrition and build the foundation for systemic change. Step 4 focuses on accountability. Without clear consequences for leadership failures, your credibility will collapse. Leadership must terminate the senior managers who directly oversaw the toxic environment. High sales performance does not excuse a failure to protect your people. Fix the system with this 5-point framework: mandatory mental health check-ins, manager psychological safety training, overtime monitoring, an anonymous whistleblower platform, and quarterly culture audits. If you keep high-performing abusers on the payroll and ignore these structural guardrails, your public apology is empty, and the crisis is guaranteed to recur. Only after completing the internal steps do you move to Step 5, the external address. When you face the press, share your internal findings, announce the specific terminations, and outline activated policies. This data provides the business case for these changes. Companies with highly engaged, healthy teams see a 21% increase in profitability and a 17% increase in productivity compared to those with toxic cultures. A healthy corporate culture drives smart business and sustainable growth. These policies protect a massive scale of professionals working in high-pressure urban business hubs around the world. By following this protocol, you stabilize the immediate fallout, remove bad actors, and ensure permanent systemic changes are in place. It fulfills the National Human Rights Commission's mandate that every employer's prime duty is to provide a safe and positive environment for their employees. Evaluate your company's culture today. Download the full crisis protocol checklist linked below to see where your organization stands. Success is measured by the people you protect. Growth at any cost is a failure if it comes at the expense of the human beings behind the corporate roles.